Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Shimmer Read. Today I'll be doing bullet journaling. So this is definitely the first time I've done any sort of video with my bullet journal, so this will be a very new experience because I've never filmed in that location before, nor have I ever filmed just scribbling, you know what I mean? And I don't know, like this will be the first time also doing a voiceover, so I don't know, hopefully it will be okay. Like I filmed it already, but yeah, like we'll see. And this time around I decided to do a plan with me for October in the beginning, and then when I do my flip through I included my September one as well, just because I wanted to showcase that as well, because I started in September but I didn't really do any videos on that because I just started it and I didn't really know how I felt about it yet, but I feel like I was actually kind of proud of how it looked, so I decided to include a flip through of September while I was doing my flip through for October as well, which is all at the very end of the video. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Let me know down below if you have any suggestions in the future, if you prefer a flip through video separately versus a plan with me video separately, or if you just wanted me to continue something like this in the future where I do a flip through, like a very quick flip through at the end of the video, including the flip through of my new month. This is like so complicated, but you guys know what I'm talking about. So let me know down below if you have any suggestions, if you prefer one way or another. I included a poll on Twitter recently, but I feel like a lot of people have gave me mixed results, so let me know down below what you guys think. But anyways, before further ado, let's get right into my bullet journaling.
So as you can see here, I obviously went for a spooky, cute theme. I already did all of my stickers and washi tapes prior to prep myself for this, and as you can obviously see, I already did some basic outlining for how it will look like. So all I'm doing right now is to actually outline everything in black. So I got this super cute bat cat sticker and the little ghost on the side from Redbubble, which I got a lot of my stickers from. I'm basically trying to replace my lack of artistic skills with a lot of stickers. Also, just letting you guys know that I did a lot of my inspirations from Googling with other spreads. So I actually got this October pumpkin spread, monthly spread from Google, and as you can see in featured spreads, I got a lot of inspiration from Chloe and Brittany as well, just because I feel like they are queens with bullet journaling. And of course, I will include all that information so you guys can see exactly which spread I'm referring to, because I'm not taking credit for any of this myself. Anyways, I've also noticed that apparently I think I will need to think of a new setup because my table or my camera shakes a little bit when I do some coloring or some erasing. So I actually did all my erasing off camera just because it was shaking too badly, but I would definitely think of a better way to film this in the future. But as of right now, unfortunately, my coloring and the shakiness will have to stay. I can't really do anything about this at this point. But anyway, the next page, as you can clearly see here, is my to be read page. And this one is very simple. It's very straightforward. Basically, because I do a bi-monthly TBR, I only have the books here that I didn't finish from September. I also have a whole color scheme of orange and black because hello, it's Halloween. And I also added Nevernight and Mistborn because I'm doing 2 buddy reads this month, well, potentially at least. But anyways, this is basically my to be read. It's very simple. So the next 2 pages here are my monthly spreads. This time around for October, I decided to go with a 2-page month spread because last time for September, as you will later see in my flip through, it felt a little bit too small for me, and the whole purpose of this monthly spread really is for me to track my YouTube in terms of how long it takes for me to edit, how often I post, and how often I film. So all of that information was a little bit too small for a 1-pager. So this time around, I decided to go with a 2-page month spread. And honestly, I actually really liked how this turned out. It looked really, really good. And if it works out well, I would definitely continue this for November. And this whole spread was inspired from a Google one that I found. Of course, I added my own doodles to it and everything to make it my own, but the whole general gist of how this calendar looked was definitely from inspiration from Google. And then on the side here, I have my contents for any sort of ideas that I might have for future videos. And on the bottom there, it is my tracker for my subscription, and that's just basically week 1, 2, 3, and 4. So honestly, I really like how this monthly spread turned out, and hopefully it works well, and so I can utilize it again for November. Then my next page here is my Bookstagram page. This layout is pretty much the exact same one that I had for September because I really liked how this turned out. I like the fact that I'm able to track every single day because right now my goal for my Bookstagram is to post daily. And so this calendar is like a mini calendar where I can actually track how often I post so I can see exactly what I need to work on, how many days I missed, etc. And of course on the bottom there, it is just my ideas for future content. And of course you see there my Virgo self is coming out because I made a mistake and I just had to fix it. Then my next page here is my most anticipated releases. I decided to do these monthly just because there are so many books coming out every month that I just really want to get or read. And so these are the books that I just really want to get, and these are potential books that I will actually purchase. So you see on the left column, these are just to indicate if I have read these books or not. And then on the right column where it says own, this indicates whether or not I've actually purchased the books or if I have an arc of it. So right now I have a few of these books. I haven't actually input any of that information yet, but these are books that I will potentially actually purchase. Like if I decide to purchase a book, these will be the go-to ones that I will look at. This page is also very loosely inspired by Chloe's page, except I added the own column because I wanted to include that as well, so I know if I have a copy of it or if in the future I will like a copy of it. Then in the next two pages I have my reading vlogs. So every month I would try to pick two books that I think are highly anticipated or overhyped, stuff that I think that people will be interested in seeing, and then I'll film a reading vlog while also doing a mini book review. And so these two pages will allow me to jot down some notes that I have on there, some comments that I have for certain pages, etc. So these two pages are actually my favorite pages. These are my books read page, which also serves as my wrap up later. And the inspiration for these two pages is basically from Brittany. I completely took it because I liked it so much. So thank you so much for creating this. It's so organized and I really liked it. The two changes that I made for this page is that I made it into two pages because I needed space. And the second change is that I had to add a column for ebooks because I do read ebooks, even though it's not a lot, but they're there. I just love how organized they are, and it just showcases all the books I read, the dates that I read them, my ratings, and what format did I read them in, which I think are really helpful stats. Then the rest of the pages are just my readathon pages. I, for some reason, decided to participate in 4 of them, so these are all the pages for these 4 readathons. I honestly don't know what I was thinking, but you will notice that I actually do not include any of the books just yet because a lot of the books are still very much up in the air. I just filmed my readathon TBR video, so it will be up in a few days after this video is up, so definitely be on the lookout for that. I'll also be including all the information for these readathons in that video. But I am really excited to be participating in all of these readathons. It's just a lot, and right now I'm just thinking, what have I done to myself? But honestly, I just really want to participate in all of them, and they sound like a lot of fun. So once again, all the information for these readathons will be in my readathon TBR video, which will be up very shortly, and that's also where I go into detail about which books that I pick for each readathon / reading challenges. So starting from the beginning, very quick flip through, I have my index page here, which I basically decided to group them. I haven't decided if I really want to continue this or not yet, but that's kind of how it is right now. Then I have my September page, and this one I decided to go with a fall theme, so I love fall leaves, as well as some green leaves because it's still kind of summerish in September, so I went with that. And then of course I have my to be read page. And then over here I have my September calendar, the one that I mentioned earlier that I didn't really like, so I decided to make it 2 pages instead. And then I have my reading vlogs here, which I did for Frankly in Love and Serpent and Dove, which should be out shortly. And then of course I have my Bookstagram page, which I really like. And then of course my most anticipated releases for September. I actually have a lot of these books now, so I just have a few that I don't have just yet. And then over here is my book spread, which I really like. I just like how organized this turned out. And you can see that I haven't actually included all the stars yet because I haven't actually reviewed all the books yet. And the next page over here is my rest of the year TBR. For more information on this, I did a whole video on it, so I'll link that somewhere above for you guys to check it out. And then starting with my October spread. So obviously this is the first page here with my to be read page. And then I have the monthly spread here, which I really liked how this turned out. And then I have my Bookstagram page, which I really like as well. And then my most anticipated releases. And then I have my reading vlog pages here. And then my book spread, which I'm really excited to fill out. And then my readathon pages. Can I just say how much I love my Witchathon washi tape that I use? It literally fits so perfectly for the theme. It's black with moons on it.
So anyways, that's all I have to say for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed my bullet journaling. Once again, if you have any suggestions for me for future videos, let me know down below. But as always, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe down below, don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!